Okay, I think it's 10:05 now. Let's not delay it any further. Shall we start if it's okay with Jeff? Is anyone else joining from Architect Technologies?
I often confirm, sir, with Architect Dennis, but you can proceed, Robert. Thanks.
Okay, and Min has joined. Yeah, hi Min. Hello, Min.
Hi, Robert.
Hi Min. Yeah, Min, can you come on video? Let me just introduce you to AppliCAD.
Actually, I'm still on the road. It's a traffic jam today, so I will be in the office in about 10 minutes. So I
Okay.
will just hearing for now. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, we'll do. Okay, that's fine. So Lynn is joined. Lynn from Glencoe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Lynn.
He's joining as well.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. So today, AppliCAD Thailand, who has been very successfully selling the bundle of ArchiCAD with Eptar reinforcement. They call it High BIM bundle. And this addresses a totally different market. So this is a new market segment for our distributors, our partners, which has opened up, which is the contractors, the construction companies. Okay, why should they use ArchiCAD with Eptar reinforcement? Because they can generate the BOQ, bill of quantity, and this is for the cost estimation for tendering or giving a quotation. So one of the main components of any construction is steel, and steel is the most expensive part of the building. So rebar is basically a very important feature. So anything to do with steel, it adds to the cost tremendously. So when we have a solution, ArchiCAD plus Eptar reinforcement, it is most suited for contractors and construction companies. And AppliCAD found this market segment in Thailand, and they found that selling ArchiCAD solo with Eptar reinforcement has opened up a big market for them. I understand from the sales manager in AppliCAD Thailand that just before the COVID 2018 and 19, they were selling more than 100 licenses of this High BIM bundle. Just imagine 100 plus licenses just because of this add-on. So this is something which you can explore in your own segment, in your own countries. And we have with us today from AppliCAD Thailand, Kun K, or Kun Pep, who has kindly agreed for this presentation and demo. And thanks, Kun K, and thanks for going to share the bundle and the features. And we also have with us Kun Beer, who is from Sakaraj, who will be showing the presentation and demo. Okay, so please understand that this is from an actual distributor who has been successfully selling this bundle, and we can learn from them and repeat that in our own markets. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Kunti, you can start.
Yes, sir. Okay, please let me introduce myself. My name is Pantep Yukan, and Kunbia is one of my team. He is the main from architecture, but almost of our customer from construction. Right now, we face day by day, demo day by day, and make me stronger for construction design. Almost of Thailand, we actually we try to focus on architect firm, but sometimes we found architect firm not stronger they cannot decide to buy ArchiCAD or the software. They cannot decide. But for construction, civil or engineer, they are more powerful. That's why we change the direction to be construction design. And after we found this point, we do the package. We bundle ArchiCAD Solo with Eptar, and then almost of our demo, we set up ArchiCAD with Eptar and demo together. Sometime they not sometime, a few times they ask about teamwork. They ask about render from ArchiCAD. That's why many times we present like ArchiCAD Solo and Eptar. Yeah, this is the point. How can we success for the case? I think today Kun Sakalat will show you how to apply Eptar reinforcement to ArchiCAD. And we got homework from Robert because all of you, some people from sales side, some people from technical support. We will not go deep for the technically, but after you see from Kumbia, and if you need to ask some more technical, please let me know. Please let Kumbia know. I invite one civil engineer to join too. Hope if you have special question, if you have some special issue, I think we can discuss together today. Okay, Kumbia, are you ready, Kumbia?
Okay, before Kunbia starts, sorry, are we recording this session?
Oh yes, we record.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Kunbia, it's all yours now.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today I will focus on Eptar reinforcement. Actually, in Thailand, we have two options for reinforcement. The first one is Eptar reinforcement, and the next one we have Thai beam. Thai beam we use in reinforcement as well, but we develop by AppliCAD and for Thai customer only. So right now we have Indo beam as well, but for today we will focus just only on Eptar reinforcement. Actually, in Eptar reinforcement, so you can load the library as here, right? And then in Eptar reinforcement, we have two options. The first one you can use like a manual, and the second one you can use like an automatic. That we have three elements that we can automatic. The first one is slab. It's just like a floor or footing, some highlighted, and the next one is wall. So you can use in automatic. And the next one is roof. So you can reinforce. If your roof is just like a concrete roof, so Eptar can automatic. Okay, so right now I will show you how to create like a manual. When you go to the object, right, they will show like a Eptar reinforcement at here. And then in the folder, we have a lot of types of rebar. The first one is mesh, wire mesh, and rebar and stirrup. But it is enough for modeling. Eptar reinforcement we use just for modeling. We cannot use for analysis, like force analysis, something like that. So in this interface, so you can define your information. The first one is ID, and the next one is rebar quality. This one I will use DD16 and rebar diameter, so you can change, and you will see the weight, right? If you change as well. For example, I change into 20. This one it will change automatically. This one. I will change into 16. And then we have an option for use horizontal, vertical, because we have many types of element in building, right? So you can use horizontal, vertical, and lateral. And the next one you can select like a shape. We have many shapes, some highlighted. And then you have to input like a number that you want. For example, one, this one, and you can check. It will create. You can check this one. But if you want to turn it up, right? So you can put the minus in front of the number, some highlighting. And then we have option for place the rebar. The first one we have like from the distance number and the distance between each order. For example, if I want 7 and I want each order 100, for example, it will show like this. It depends on you what do you want. For example, I will use this option. It's based on overall length, and I put the number that I want, the number of rebar, and they will distribute the distance for me automatically. On top of that, in Eptar reinforcement, right? If you want to show like a label, yes, you can. It will show you some highlighting. Or if you want to show the information like elevation, some highlighting, yes, you can show like it. You can hide or show. It depends on you. And then I will place this already. This one, it is like a thing. I will show you in 3D. It will show you like it. And you have to move. Yes. And then you have to move your reinforcement. Some highlighting. And if you don't want to use in manual, right? So you can use in automatic as well. For example, I want to create this one, right? I will go in the floor plan. We have a feature for select, right? So you can select it. And then you can use the rebar, and you can setting like before. Let's me setting a bit. Actually, we can save like the preset for use next time. And in here, right, we have an option for modeling reinforcement. The number 40 is 40 times of diameter. It's just like a joint length. If it's over the standard, right, it will plus automatic. This one I will put the number and put the number. This one. This one here, you see, right? I can use in automatic as well. And it's not just only footing, but we can use in floor. You will see in the floor, right? If you want to put the if you want to reinforce it, so you can use the feature. For example, I want to create like a wine, some highlighting. This one, right? Wine. So the inside of wine, so you can change the geometry in x-axis and y-axis. For example, I will change into 200. This one. Right, and we have like a shape that if you want to bend the edge of wine, so you can select this option, but it doesn't show in 3D. It will show like this. But if you want, if you create in floor, right? When you subtract some area, you can, for example, I will subtract some area. This one, some highlighting. It will be cut the area of reinforcement automatic for you, some highlighting. And in the wall, so you can use from the feature create automatic as well. For example, I select this one, I create the wall, and you will see the favorite, right? It's just like a preset. So I can select from the preset as well. For example, I will use the preset some highlighting, right? So I can click OK. And I want to use it again. Yes, I can click. And I want to select this direction as well. So I can save like a preset or favorite in AppliCAD. And then I click OK. It will show like this. So you can adjust the position, for example, some highlight. And you can move. And you can adjust the length of the wall of reinforcement. Some highlighting. So it will be effect in 2D as well. So you can copy or put more reinforcement, some highlighting. This one that I show you right now is reinforced in the wall. We will use in the elevator in the wall of elevator, something like that. And then this one is beam. This one is beam. So we can use just 3 objects for create this one. So we have element from ArchiCAD in 2D already, right? And then you can select this one, stirrup, because we have stirrup, right? So you can turn it into horizontal, and you can define the quality of them. For example, I will I will show you about this one. This one is drawing to 2D drawing from Thailand. So this one is 16, right? Yes, you have to define the information as well. Okay. And the inside stirrup, we have many types. We have type 1, type 2, type 3. It depends on section of the column or the beam. And we have like a type polygon. So you can create any shape, and you can select the option like open or close, this one. But for my beam, I will change into this one. Yes. And then the placement we set up this one as well. And then if I want to show the information, I will select it. And then I place it in 2D, right? And in here, it will show like a number. We have 34, and diameter is 16, and the distance between each other is 20, and each other, I mean length of each other is 1.88. Yes, it will show the information. And then I will move a bit. Okay, and you can use like a preset to place it as well. And then you can move. And you can mark any position that you want to move to, this one, and this one, and this one. In here, and you can change it about the position. I will turn it up. This one. Yes, and it will show like it. This one. And then if you want to place like a special rebar in here, right? Yes, it's fine. So you can put the special rebar. And then you can adjust the length of spatial rebar, something like this. And then you will see in this document, if you want to change into the auto shape, it's not 90 degree, right? It's just like a 45 degree. Yes, you can change, because in Eptar enforcement we have option like a polygon, this one. So each of them, each of node you can move. For example, I can move here, this one. So you will get the auto shape. This one in here. And because of in Eptar we have like a manual node, right, that you can move and recreate any shape, right? So instead you can create the shape some kind like this as well. So I use instead, because of they have a lot of elements that I have to place it. So I will show you just only how to create this one in here, right? It is not correct right now. So I will show you how to change. It's the same concept. So you can adjust as well this one, and you can change into polygon, this one, and then you can change. For example, I will move and I will move. But you don't need to in this shape, right? So you can save like a favorite or preset as well. So you don't worry that you need to do it every time. But I just show you how to move, how to create some kind of it. And on top of that, we can like bend the shape of rebar like it. If you want, it depends on the shape, right? Okay, and I will move here, and then I will move here. This one. And then it will change some highlighting. If you want to adjust like a number of placement, so you can adjust at here as well. For example, I need 12, right? So I can change. It will show like this. And you will see that I have to place each of element, right? But actually in Eptar reinforcement we have like how to save like a preset, but we have just only 3 options. The first one is crowding, the second one is beam, and the last one is column. So you can save in one. For example, I will create like a column in here, right? I will use stirrup, and in here let's change a bit. In here, And then I will put the rebar as well. So we can change the rebar into simple rebar. And then I will adjust it a bit. You can change the direction as well that I showed you before. This one, and you can place it in here. And then you can move rotation. It is like a object in ArchiCAD. This one, and you can like a copy mirror, somehow like this. And then if you want to save like a preset that I mentioned before, right? Yes, you can. For example, I will select the 4 of rebar and 1 stirrup in here, and I click the column. I can define the object. For example, I put the name COL and R, and I need with cutting list, and you can select the layer, and then I click OK. It will show like this. This one, when you select, okay, this one when you select, right, it will pack of the 4 rebar and 1 stirrup. So you can save like a preset if you want to use it later. For example, it's column, right? But disadvantage of this feature, you cannot change the size of rebar and the shape. I mean, if your section in the column, right, it's not like it. It is this, right? It's just like a square. So you cannot adjust the rebar from the preset. You have to create a new one to use it. And then I will show you in here. In here it is the table that show you about the pieces, diameter, length, and total length, and quality and the weight. But we will focus just only weight because we have to order the quantity, how many of steel that we need. We will ask from the weight of the steel. Yes, and in the table, right? So you can type it in your own language. For example, link light. So I will change into Thai language. For example, I will change this into this language. And then you have to change the font as well. Let me find the font. Maybe we will use Accordion. This one and this one. Accordion. Okay, this one. It will show in the author language in here, and they will change the font. And on top of that, in the table, right? So you can multiplier this one. For example, this one is just only one column, right? But you have column like it around 3 or 4, so you can multiply by put the number. For example, I will put the number 2, for example, and then I click OK, right? The number it will be changed from 16, right, into 32 in here. And in here you can export, but you can export in text file.txt. For example, I change into RC2. And then if you want to open in Microsoft Excel, right? Yes, you can. Excel is one, and I will open. They will separate your information, some highlighted. Even it is text file, but we in Microsoft Excel they can read some highlighted. This one, do you see this one in here? But the information is only text only, because in text file they don't control the picture like a menu in here, some highlighted. So you can use Excel to calculate, to sum, to add price, some highlighted. It depends on you. Okay, and then I will show you a bit about the author thing, some highlighted. This one is that I showed you before. It's just only column, right? But in here we can create crowding that I mentioned before. In this video, they will create like a crowding. So you will see the inside, right? It shows just only information, so you cannot adjust anything inside. You can adjust only the 2D representation, just only that. Yes, but it is the same concept of the preset. We have theme, column, and crowding. This one, column as well. And then I will show you how to use it. For example, I have preset some highlight that before, right? And I saved like a favorite already, this one. So you can use this one and select and place in here. This one, yes, you can place in here as well. This one, right? This one is like the path of column that I mentioned before. This one that you can save like a column, some highlighting. And the last one I will show you. This one is the table that I showed you before already, right? And the next one I will show you about the length of the length of free bar when the length is over or longer than standard. For example, if it's like 12 meter, right? And in standard it's in 10 meters. and your condition is 40 times of diameter, right? And right now your diameter is 32, right? You can multiply and you will get this number, right? Yes, and in here, the overall length, we have to plus 350, this one, right? And then you will see this one. Oh, stop. This one is standard, and they will plus 1280. It's just like a length for joint, but they don't show in the 3D, but they will calculate it for you. So the final or the total length is the conclusion. It is this number, this one. And the other shape that I will show you, you can create some kind like it, like a beam or floor. Yes, some kind like it. This one is a project from Thailand that we use. We use in many firms in Thailand that they buy AppliCAD. They will use Eptar reinforcement. And this one is the example of the core shear wall or elevator. In the footing, right, it's not just only square, but we can place in any shape that you want. This one is just like triangle, so you can place some kind of it. And this one is slope. This one is mat foundation. And the reinforcement that I show you, we use in the real project in Thailand. We use this one in parking near metro station in Thailand. Yet they use Eptar reinforcement as well. Okay, and that's all my presentation that I will show you how to create from Eptar reinforcement, and I show you about the output like the table, and I will show you like an example project that we use in Thailand. So if anyone has any question, you can ask me.
Thanks, Kunbia. Any questions from any one of you? Or you can put it in the chat also. Maybe I will start with the question, Kunbia. The contractor will start from the model given by the architect, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's say he gets it in what format will he get it from the architect?
The architectural model, right?
Yeah.
Most of them they in a firm they have like a architect, yes, and they create the model.
Right, I understand. So let's say there is a contractor firm, a different firm, and a different architectural firm. Okay, what is the file format they transfer? Is it IFC or .pln or?
Okay, if you want to transfer, most of them they will transfer in PLN.
Yeah, okay. So that's why they, okay. And I also noticed that you're using AppliCAD 25 education version, and Eptar is also the trial version, right? The demo version, just now you use.
Yes.
Okay, and So that can be sufficient for showing a demo, correct?
Yes. In demo version, we cannot just only take off quantity, just only that. But you can change anything that you want. You can model, but you cannot take off in demo mode.
Okay. So if you want to add price to the table, can you add the pricing? If the contractor knows how much is this steel pricing, then can you add a column for pricing in the Excel file?
Yes, correct. In Excel file, they have to add the price in Excel file.
Oh, okay. It cannot be generated from Eptar, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Any questions from others? You can also, put your questions in the chat. So, are there many, Kunke, are there many architectural firms in Thailand also using Eptar reinforcement?
No, I don't see that because almost of architecture they are focused on design, BOQ and render. Almost of them I never found they use reinforcement.
Okay,
Just
so
only
there are
few
no.
people.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there are not many design and build firms. They're fully designed, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I see a question from, is it Sheena?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we can put it.
For morph elements or shell, can we apply Eptar for rebars? Okay. So coming back to my question, so this is totally a different market segment, right? So we are only addressing the contractors who need to generate a BOQ for cost estimation or applying for tender. Okay. And do they find in Thailand the price of AppliCAD plus Eptar expensive, or is it affordable?
Affordable.
Affordable? Okay.
Yes, I think.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is, so far most of our distributors are focusing on architectural firms, and now they can also look at a different market segment. Yeah. Cecil, any question? All good? I think Sir Greg is also here, right? So Greg will definitely help. Good. Thanks for the insights, Kunke. I think there's no other questions. So thanks a lot, and thank you, Kun Sakaraj Beer. Thank you. Yeah, and if anyone has any other questions, I can ask them to email you. We'll also share recording with our participants. Okay. Okay. ขอบคุณครับ